Back to it.
Give us the answer, not a friggin' hint.
But then it wouldn't mean anything.
I need you guys to do this class trial properly. It's also important for me because it will help me determine something.
What are you trying to determine? Like, whose side to be on? Determine? Is he talking about the traitor? If so, why did Nagito say that all of a sudden? Did something happen to him?
But how do we know your hint is any good? It's suspicious that you're the only one who knows it.
I have a good reason for that. The reason I'm the only one who knows it is because I was the only one who performed the appropriate action.
Nagito's determining who is the most peggable. Oh my god. He performed the appropriate action in order to learn the secret. Could be talking about the life-threatening game.
I see.
You're talking about the final dead room, right? You cleared the life-threatening game there and found something, didn't you?
That's right. The hint is what I saw after I cleared it.
Will Monokuma let us go and play Russian roulette?
In the depths of the final dead room, there was a hidden room surrounded by concrete. And there, a small conspicuous window waited, all by itself. From that window, I saw some very strange scenery.
Strange scenery?
Instead of explaining it, it might be faster just to show you. At an opportune time, I found a perfect camera.
Right, he had a camera. Forgot about that.
Took a picture.
Class field trip, shoot yourself now. Do not do that, that is not good. But a picture of it will do.
Yep.
Nagito grinned creepily as he retrieved a small digital camera from his inner pocket.
See? This is it.
As he said that, he showed us a peculiar picture.
Let me explain it to you again. I took this picture on the first floor of Strawberry House, from the secret room within the final dead room.
Oh.
But don't you think it's weird?
We're at least on a second story here.
If the Funhouse's structure is what you guys have been thinking, then there's lots of things that don't make sense in this picture, right?
I'm back. Welcome back, Maruvi. Was it an ad or did you go to get a drink or something? Lots of things that shouldn't make sense in this picture.
Then let's begin. Shall I call it thinking time?
Thinking time? That's new. I fought my brother so doesn't come upstairs. You have like specific territory with you and your brother in the house or something? What doesn't make sense in this picture? Spot selection. I mean, like, there's another floor below us.
You said this photo was taken from the hidden room inside the final dead room, right? If that's the case, then that means it should have been taken from the first floor of Strawberry House.
Yeah, it should have been.
But it wasn't.
Yeah, this is definitely strange. This photo doesn't look like it was taken from the first floor. The angles suggest it was taken from higher up.
I see. And is that it?
Notice there's lots of things that don't make sense in this photo, which means there are other contradictions contained in it. What doesn't make sense in this picture? The trees. It's a tower. Oh, it's the tower, right? There's only one tower in the picture. That's what we've been thinking all along. Which means it's not unnatural at all, don't you agree? Everyone's staring. Just made a fool of myself in front of everyone. The clouds.
If the structure of the Funhouse is what we thought it was, Grape House and Strawberry House should point to the tower in the middle.
Yeah, there's no other building back there.
Which
It's
means
just empty space.
you're viewing the tower from Strawberry House. You should see Grape House behind you.
The gaming setup is up here, but so is my room. Ah, the fight for privacy in your own domain. Makes sense.
But in this photo, I don't see anything behind the tower. No shadow, no shape, no Grape House at all.
That's right. Good call. In summary, this is the truth contained in this photo. The first floor of Strawberry House is located in a high area, and Grape House is not behind the tower.
It's not? Are you saying that Grape House is merely an illusion spell cast by Monokuma's cursed eye?
Maybe.
From this point on, do your own thinking. Now that you've finally met the same requirements as me, if you guys are truly symbols of hope, you can easily solve a simple mystery like this. It might be possible for Hajime to solve it too, even though he's just a normal high school student.
Man, calling me out once again.
Despite the fact that you don't have a real talent, you already know about the other clue.
The other clue? Is he talking about that one time? Why, hello there, Hajime. Nagito, why are you here? Because I showed up. You showed up? How'd you even come here? Maybe I teleported.
You're referring to when you suddenly appeared on the second floor of Grape House, right?
I'm asking you just to be safe. At the time, where do you think I came from?
I slammed the door on him. I'm only 140 pounds. My whole body weight is able to keep him from coming in while I lock the door. AD. There you go. Hey, if you know how to use the weight, you can do a whole lot of things with it.
The top floor, right?
Such sharp
Setting
eyes.
boundaries is a good one.
So you realized it already.
Top floor. So the third floor?
But the Monokuma archive should be the only room on the third floor of Grape House.
What does it mean?
Was that thing just now another hint to figuring out the mystery behind the Funhouse's structure? The reason Nagito appeared from the third floor. Using the photo he took, I'm able to find the answer if I just think about it. Alright, let's do this. Logic dive. Alright, let's get this one going. Alright, speed it up. Yump. Yump. We rolling. Oh, shit. Come on, that appeared right in front of me. That was cheap. Alright, I am not doing too good with this. Usually better at this logic dive minigame. Question 1. Both exist. They have to exist. Can they exist, like, on top of each other, maybe? What the? God damn it, game. Why you doing this to me? This is some bullshit. Ooh. Okay, survived. Question 2. Are Strawberry House, Grape House, same building, or two different buildings? They're the same building on top of each other, is what I'm starting to think. Alright, let's go. Alright, next up. What's the next question? Come on, game. How Strawberry House and Grape House position with each other? They're positioned vertically. They have to be on top of each other somehow. Let's go! Great success. I love mine snowboarding. Imagine everybody else just seeing Hajime pass out his face on the desk and then knows we want to wake up with the answer. IDK the difference. The way I'm thinking it is... I'm basically thinking that what this is that both those are connected, and it's the elevator in the middle that is able to rotate. So you go when the elevator doesn't move up or down or side to side, it just rotates around a central axis. So it's not the entire building that's moving. It's basically like just the elevator rotates from like one half of the building to the other half of the building. So when you're looking out through Strawberry House, you only see the one tower. But if there's a window on the other side, you see another tower on the other side, is what I'm thinking.
It's all coming together.
No, it's actually not correct. I'm explaining this fully wrong. That's not how it is. It's connected vertically. Grape House on top of Strawberry House.
I know the secret of the Funhouse.
Then let me hear it. What kind of answer will you give, I wonder?
In the picture Nagito took from Strawberry House, I didn't see Grape House at all. So where did Grape House go? There was only one possibility. It was in a position where it couldn't be seen from Strawberry House. Which means Strawberry House and Grape House are in the same building, but on different floors.
Same building, different floors?
Then the two houses aren't two different 3-story buildings. They're actually one 6-story building?
If you think about it like that, based on Nagito's picture, it's clear where Strawberry House is located.
Strawberry House is the floors above Grape House, right?
C. On top of Grape House. That's where Strawberry House is located. Because of that, the photo taken from the first floor of Strawberry House was at a high angle. Altogether, this means the first floor of Strawberry House was also the 4th floor above Grape House.
There you go.
Oh, snap. I never expected that the two houses were connected vertically.
About the door. Is there a door with a chain that mysteriously doesn't matter? See, what I'm thinking is that... I'm still not sure what I'm thinking about that one, actually.
But what about the shape of the building? The two houses were completely different shapes.
Not necessarily. They very easily could be different on the inside, but have exterior walls to have the same shape from the outside.
Strawberry House is 4-sided, and Grape House is 6-sided, right?
Yeah, but if you had like a cylindrical outer wall, you wouldn't be able to tell that.
It never occurred to us that they were the same building because it was structured with 2 different shapes. A quadrilateral and a hexagon, overlaid atop each other to misdirect how we would perceive them.
Farewell, you're getting really close. I'm just trying to help guide you. Hey, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I appreciate, like, guiding me towards the answer. 'Cause, like, I like trying to figure it out, but I'm not always the best at puzzles and mysteries. I just like them. My usual attempt is, if I beat my head against it long enough, I will solve it. Maybe.
And it worked, didn't it? Disregarding the tower, we fully believed the two houses were 2 separate, distinct buildings.
In order to conceal the unique design of the Funhouse, Monokuma put us to sleep so we couldn't look at the outside of the building when he brought us to it.
You've just been Kuma'd!
That's what you're calling it?
Don't you think a building full of so many surprises totally deserves to be called a fun house?
And he's got a point.
Then it's true? The building was really like that?
That's right! Those two houses exist on different floors in the same building!
Oh, thank you for clarifying, Monokuma.
Constructing a building like that on your own without my knowledge? How horrible!
Hydrate. Thank you, Locus. And that's one bottle done. On to the second bottle.
Then what about the towers? Are they arranged vertically just like the houses?
Yeah, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower should have also been different floors inside the same building. Just like Strawberry House was on top of Grape House. Strawberry Tower was also on top of Grape Tower.
However, if they're different floors within the same building, why was Nekomaru's body in both places?
Aw, your precious hammies don't know? But it's so simple.
Oh, then what is it, Soda?
Alrighty then. I'll be the one who solves this mystery in a flash. Please watch me, Miss Sonia.
Oh, I see. Do whatever you like.
He does not care about him. Why is Backspace and Send so close to each other on mobile? Don't Kuma all over us, SMH.
I'll definitely make her watch me. I'm gonna stand out till she notices me.
So, Kazuichi's about to go on a Yandere arc. Make your argument.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
Then do it.
And hurry up, dumbass.
Exactly.
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
You mean a fake body?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body. It should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
Magnificent Gundam!
No fair! You totally stole my spotlight!
So which one was the fake body?
Shut up! Just pick one of them.
A dummy of Nekomaru's body existed. Does that mean the killer prepared it in advance? But is something like that even possible? I mean, he was a full-ass robot. I don't think you could just make another thing there.
And hurry up, dumbass! One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
You mean a fake body?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body. It should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
You're magnificent Gundam!
No fair! You totally stole my spotlight!
So which one was the fake body?
Shut up! Just pick one of them. I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
And hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
You mean a fake body?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body. It should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
You're magnificent Gundam!
No fair! You totally stole my spotlight.
So which one was it?
Shut up! Just pick one of them.
I am now in full comfy mode and still able to chat. And so it said dummy. But how is this a murder if he was a robot? He was a living robot. Robot lives matter. Well, I remember what happened was that Akane started a fight with Monokuma. Monokuma was about to kill Akane for breaking the rules, and Nekomaru jumped in to take the hit. And then Monokuma was like, alright, well, he wasn't the target, so I kind of have to try and bring him back to life. So they brought Nekomaru back as a robot, or like an android. I'm not sure if any of him was still organic. Robots are people too. Exactly. Robots are people. Praise the AI overlords, they are listening to me. Is that even possible?
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
And hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
Yeah, the strange feeling in the tower is going to come back here. Break!
Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy. That can be proven by Kazuichi's account.
Me?
Remember? When we moved from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower, we thought the body had moved. And that's when you said...
Not just that. Parts that I carefully arranged, but some of the body all moved too.
Right up until that moment, you were disassembling Nekomaru's body at Grape Tower, right? The killer couldn't have known how you'd take apart his body, so they couldn't have built a dummy.
Unless Kazuichi was the one who built the dummy, then it would be a different story.
Miss Sonia, that's a pretty harsh joke.
I don't think Soda is smart enough to pull off this plan. I don't.
You are joking, right?
SMH, how robophobic. I despise this tower. It would be funny if he just made a robot that looked and sounded like him and called it a day. I mean, I guess it could have just been they made a very lifelike replica of Nekomaru as a robot, but like everyone here was talking was like, yeah, it just seems like Nekomaru is like metal skin now. It's a very lifelike and accurate robot if it was just an imitation. Yeah, this tower is weird. Is there just like a pedestal that goes up and down? I'm not even sure how that would go.
It's alright. Kazuichi is not the killer. If he was, he wouldn't have fixed the elevator or the button in Strawberry Hall. It'd be much more convenient for the killer if it stayed broken. I see. That is disappointing.
She wants this boy dead.
Even more disappointed.
Kazuichi's having a rough day at this trial.
However, even if Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy, it's meaningless if we don't have the important answer.
The reason Nekomaru's body was in both towers, even though it was supposed to be on different floors.
Sonya is so real for this. Sonya is so real, period. So does the mechanic. If anyone could make a recreation, it would be the mechanic. It would be. But, like, you wouldn't have the resources to do it is the thing. Like, there's just nothing in this funhouse to actually use. It was a big issue we've been coming across. Because, like, we got to, like, the octagon room. And there was no parts there. It was weapons and poisons, but, like, nothing that could be used to manufacture a dummy body. And also, it would be really suspicious if it's like, hey, we're having a mechanical issue that's preventing us from solving this mystery. And then the mechanic dude is just like, well, I don't feel like fixing it right now. Like, it'd be pretty obvious of like, yeah, he did something. He's trying to hide something.
Maybe it was simply moved?
The body moved to a different floor?
I mean, if the floor could have just like gone up and down.
You can't think of a device like that? A device that moves things to different floors in the same building?
A device like that. A device that transport things to different floors in the same building. I feel like I've seen that before. Alright, let's do this. It's just an elevator, right? It's just an elevator. L-E-V-A-T. Yeah, it's just a fucking elevator. A device. A device that moves from floor to floor. What could that be? Like, bro, it is not that deep. It's just not. Another O. There we go, elevator. It's just a fucking elevator. It's not that deep, guys.
You must be talking about an elevator.
What? Are you saying Nekomaru's body was transported using an elevator?
No, the whole floor was an elevator.
Where the hell is this elevator anyway?
The entire floor.
The tower itself. The inside of the tower is one big elevator. Which means the tower was designed so that the whole room goes up and down like an elevator. So whether you enter from Strawberry Hall or Grape Hall, it all leads to the same room, right?
So that's why we could only enter it from one side or the other.
Now that you mention it, sometimes when I pressed the door button, it took a while for it to open.
But can't you spell elevator? I think they did a pretty good job at spelling it.
I see. We were basically waiting for the room to arrive just like an elevator.
Please hold on. If the inside of the whole tower ascends and descends like an elevator, then why is there a picture of a strawberry on the far back door when you enter from Grape Tower?
And they could just like be like a wall or something that goes up and down to hide it.
find a picture of a grape on the far back door when you enter from Strawberry Tower.
If the room just moves up and down like an elevator, there's no reason for the doors to change.
And they're not moving the door. The doors are probably still there. But, like, they can just be hidden in some way.
Plus, after the incident, the far back door in Grape Tower had chains wrapped around it, right?
Wait, how didn't they feel the motion of the elevator? Well, because nobody is in the tower when it moves. That's part of the thing of, like, if somebody is, like, okay, if somebody is in Grape Tower, then Strawberry Tower is sealed. Like, you cannot access Strawberry Tower while somebody is in Grape Tower. So, like, that's part of it. Like, they never changed towers while they were in that room.
But when we entered Strawberry Tower, those chains were gone.
It's also a different door.
Not just that, but if I remember correctly, even the doorknob was broken off.
There are too many strange things. Was that tower really an elevator?
When you see people and things, make sure you focus on the good parts instead of the bad.
What?
What did you say?
So, let's put aside what's changed and focus our attention on what hasn't.
Oh, now I get it. Oh yeah. I explained something in a way that can actually be understood. I did it.
Why do we have to do that?
It's fine. Come on. What does everything that hasn't changed have in common?
The thing that didn't change, we moved between the two towers. That includes the body, the pillar, and the oil. We've been talking about that stuff for a while now. There shouldn't be anything strange about them. Not even the fact they all move with the elevator. One thing they all have in common is they were all on the floor.
I see.
Is it safe to say that all the items on the floor didn't change? And?
Why did the picture on the far back door change? If you can figure that out, you'll have the answer.
It's just a different door.
The reason is because that elevator has something unique about it.
Does it? Only the floor moves? Like, it...
So that's it. The elevator was designed so only the floor moved.
Only the floor moved?
Which means the whole room wasn't an elevator, only the floor was. That's why we saw different doors in each tower. Which means on the first floor of Grape Tower, the door on the far back wall had a strawberry design. And on the fourth floor, which was Strawberry Tower, a different door on the far back wall had a grape design.
There you go.
Then where do the different floors lead?
It might not lead anywhere. It might just be decorative doors.
I want to say they lead outside, but they're probably just for show.
Just for show. Why was something like that necessary?
So we falsely believed that the doors were connected to where their picture signified.
It's a Disney Haunted Mansion. I was typing that out. It's been a while since I've been to Disney. What's the Haunted Mansion like? I remember, like, Tower of Horror being like that big drop thing, but I don't remember the Haunted Mansion from Disneyland.
It was actually very effective. Because of that, we totally misunderstood the building's structure.
I don't get it. But I guess it means whoever designed this building had a totally twisted personality.
Well, Monokuma designed it, so there's your answer.
Did you hear that, Monami?
Oh?
Don't blame this on me. Take responsibility for yourself.
Then I'll take responsibility and gently caress you.
I think that's worse. I don't want to be caressed by you. You're a walking bomb. Why are you swooning for that?
Wait, there's no way that's gonna happen. Stop with the tasteless joke.
By the way, what does the chain on the far back door in Grape Tower mean?
So sleepy, but I want to watch you play. I mean, hey, the VOD will stay up for a while if you just need to go to bed. I need to work on video editing, because I have a whole bunch of VODs saved, but I haven't actually uploaded them to, like, the YouTube channel I have. I need to do that. So much backlog content. Need to learn how to edit videos, though. I love Tower of Terror. I love Twilight Zone. Such a good series. Hell yeah. I like horror stuff. I don't think I've actually looked at Twilight Zone in a while.
It was probably wrapped there by the killer to keep us as far from Strawberry Tower as possible.
Did the killer... Yeah, the killer wouldn't have known. The killer wouldn't have known about the room's design.
Because of that chain. You guys thought you couldn't enter there, right?
Like you said, I could probably use these parts to repair that button, but... Seriously, hold on. If you do repair the button, what's going to happen to the chain on the other side of the door? Chain? The door that leads to Strawberry Hall has a chain wrapped around the doorknob. If you fix the button on the Strawberry Hall side, the door won't open as long as that chain is there. You don't need to worry about that at all. Huh?
The killer destroyed the Strawberry Hall button, so we'd stay away from Strawberry Tower. Everything was done to tamper with the evidence, so we wouldn't find out about the secret of the Funhouse.
Oh, actually, not Arsenal. Jake, I have a question from you. Are you interested in, like, VA work at all? 'Cause I don't think I've spoken to you about it. But I don't know if I haven't spoken to you about it. Just a question, because I found something a while back.
The appearance of a body in the tower would contradict what we thought we knew about the building. In that situation, if we'd gone to Strawberry Tower, we'd have seen that contradiction firsthand. And using that as a clue, we might have discovered the truth. The truth that the two houses and the two towers are actually one complete vertical building.
All connected by two long hallways.
The killer wanted to keep us from learning that.
They destroyed the button and wrapped a chain around the door just for that?
Hey, smoke and mirrors. It works.
Would it really have inconvenienced the killer if we learned the true structure of the building?
Potentially.
It would have been a major inconvenience. After all, this funhouse is strongly connected to the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru.
What?
Hold on. You're progressing much too quickly. There's still a contradiction concerning the building structure.
What a pain.
Gundam, please proceed.
You said earlier that Strawberry House and Grape House are connected vertically, right?
Never done it, but if there's any sort of game that my voice would fit, I would totally be down. I found like a VA application thing a while back, and I was like, I did up like a VA submission for it. I thought it'd just be fun and be like, okay, I'm gonna like just shoot my shot here and just see if anything comes of it. While I was doing it, I was just like, I should send this to Arsenal, because I know Arsenal does VA stuff. I was thinking, do I know anybody else that does VA stuff? I wasn't sure if you did. I will send you the link when I'm done stream, if it interests you at all. The deadline's pretty close coming. I'm very prone to like, the deadline on like the 3rd, it'll be done at like June 2nd at 11:55 p.m. at night.
If so, how does the contact elevator supposedly transport us from one house to the other?
I mean, it can go sideways and down as well. I see. Now that you mention it, I completely forgot about that matter.
If that elevator moves vertically, then when your back is facing the elevator, both towers should be on the same side.
Unless it's a spiral elevator.
But does this reflect reality? Inside Grape House, Grape Hall is on your right when your back is to the elevator. And inside Strawberry House, Strawberry Hall is on your left when your back is to the elevator. Which means the houses are on exact opposite sides of the tower. Answer me, fiend! What does this mean?
He rhymed. Kind of.
What does this mean?
She's hyping him up. I agree. What does this mean? It's a spiral elevator, right? If the two houses are connected vertically, the position of the tower should be the same in both houses. But in fact, my back was facing the elevator in Grape House, the tower was on my right. When my back was facing the elevator in Strawberry House, the tower was on my left. How can I break through this contradiction? It's a spiral. Make your argument. Contact elevator, I guess.
If the two houses are connected vertically,
The elevator should move.
vertically, not horizontally.
However, at both houses, if the contact elevator is behind you, the towers are in opposite directions.
Which means your reasoning.
It's clearly contradictory.
What's with this iron curtain of teamwork?
So Gundam and Sonya have matching arguments. Sounds like it makes sense, but is that really correct?
If the two houses are connected vertically,
The elevator should move.
vertically, not horizontally.
However, at both houses, if the contact elevator is behind you, the towers are in opposite directions.
No, that's not it. I assure you, when the elevator is behind you, each tower exists in opposite directions. Hajime, your back is getting scorched. Damn, I made a mistake. Let me think it over one more time.
If the two houses are connected
Vertically.
The elevator should move.
vertically, not horizontally.
However, at both houses, if the contact elevator is behind you, the towers are in opposite directions.
Alright, I got that.
Which means your
It's clearly contradictory.
What's with this iron curtain of teamwork?
I think if I use this, is that really correct?
If the two houses are connected
The elevator should move.
vertically, not horizontally.
No, that's not right. If the two houses are connected vertically, the elevator should also move vertically. Your back is getting scorched, fiend. Think it over one more time.
If the two houses are connected vertically,
The elevator should move.
vertically, not horizontally.
However, at both houses, if the contact elevator is behind you, the towers are in opposite directions.
What is Fuyiko's account? I have any way of checking that? I do. Apparently Fuyiko saw Nekomaru walk toward the first floor Strawberry House. Not needed right here. Perhaps whether you enter the tower from Grape Hall or Strawberry Hall, the place of Nekomaru's body, the tipped over pillar, the oil stains, and even the simple parts Kazuichi arranged look exactly the same. Nagito was supposed to be at Strawberry House, but he appeared at Grape House via some unknown method. The contact elevator should have been broken. Contact elevator used to move between both houses was broken and no longer works. Apparently broken at the Grape House side, so the last person to use it would have arrived at Grape House.
It's clearly contradictory.
What's with this iron curtain of teamwork?
What is the answer I'm looking for here?
The elevator should move.
Vertically, not horizontally.
However, at both
damn it.
houses, if the contact elevator is behind, the towers are in opposite directions.
Which means your reason.
It's clearly contradictory.
What's with this iron curtain of teamwork?
Can I use their arguments against each other, but in the opposite direction?
Two houses are connected
The elevator should move.
vertically, not horizontally.
However, at both houses, if the contact elevator is behind, the towers are in opposite directions.
No, that's not it. Why are they saying the whole my back is scorched?
Connected vertically.
The elevator
Wait,
should move.
Kazuichi's account. No, I'm thinking.
Vertically, not horizontally.
However, at both houses, if the contact elevator is behind you,
What's Akane's account?
the
I think Akane heard a rumbling noise around 5:30. No. Wait. Everybody heard the rumbling noise. No.
Which means your reasoning.
It's clearly contradictory.
What's with this iron curtain of teamwork?
So Gundam and Sonya have matching arguments. Sounds like it makes sense, but is that really correct?
If the two houses are
The elevator should move.
vertically, not horizontally.
Damn it!
If the two houses are connected vertically,
The elevator should move.
vertically, not horizontally.
Let me just count.
However, at both houses,
Wait. In the comments, Neil spun 180 degrees while inside the contact elevator. Oh my god. I literally skipped over his account when I was reading through them. It's like right there. Thank you, Locus.
the towers are in opposite directions.
Which means your reasoning.
It's clearly contradictory.
What's with this iron curtain of teamwork?
If the two houses are connected
The elevator should move.
vertically, not horizontally.
No, that's wrong.
Easy to miss stuff. Yeah. Hey, this is why I'm glad I play this on stream. So when people are there, they can help me when I get
The
stumped.
elevator wasn't just moving vertically.
I'm very prone to forgetting obvious things.
Isn't that right, Kazuichi?
Huh? Me?
Come on. You used the elevator while you were holding that compass Nagito gave you.
Ah, that. Yeah, it was pretty strange. From start to finish, somehow the compass needle rotated 180 degrees.
Rotated 180 degrees?
Meaning, as the elevator moved between the two houses, it also rotated 180 degrees.
Boom. Just like that.
It was probably following the building's perimeter as it rotated to the other side. Which means the exit would be on the opposite side once you arrived at the other house, right?
There you go.
And thanks to that, the tower we saw on our right side when we arrived at Grape House appeared on our left side when we were at Strawberry House.
An elevator that rotates while it moves. Is that even possible? It's like something from an amusement park.
Where we are conveniently located.
Well, a funhouse is an amusement park attraction, you know.
There you go.
And since the building doesn't really need to be structurally practical, it makes for some splendid fun.
Not a problem, Well, just here to help where I can, and I appreciate it. Thank you.
That's not splendid at all! You're inhuman!
Now I'm actually here with him on this one.
You say I'm inhuman, but I'm just a bear. So I was never human to begin with. I'm different from these lowly humans.
So we're done with the secret of the funhouse, right? Then let's start talking about the important stuff.
Yeah, if someone know who actually killed Nekomaru.
The ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru. And how'd they combine it with the pillar?
Huh? You still don't know what the ultimate weapon is yet? It's what I found at the Octagon, you know.
What is the Octagon? I haven't heard about that yet.
Oh my. I can't believe I have to explain that now.
Oh, he is so getting pissed, everybody.
As long as you know what an octagon means, you can solve this simple mystery easily.
What an octagon means. It's an 8-sided shape.
I see.
If I recall, an octagon is a shape with 8 sides, right?
I didn't expect you to know that. For a substitute reserve course student,
Man.
you're quite knowledgeable.
He continues just laying into me.
I guess I should continue listening. Where is the place befitting of the name Octagon?
What if they made the cylinder an octagon on the outside? No, it wouldn't be, because we saw that. Isn't Grape House 6-sided? You're right. It's had a little misunderstanding. Everyone's staring I just made a fool of myself in front of everyone. Like, none of this is octagon shaped. They're, like...
Crap!
There is no octagon anywhere here, though. What if it's on the outside? Hey, which place would be the octagon? I'm just kind of guessing here. Thank God you made think! Use your brain!
Crap!
Like, there is no octagon here. Like... I've literally clicked everything. In between the houses. I clicked there as well. Everyone doubts me. It appears the trial has come to an end. Now then, it's time to vote. I can totally imagine who the Blackened will be. Alright, I failed this. God damn it, ads. Yeah, alright. I mean, if any time to get an ad, it's just when I'm spamming through this.
This is my...
Yes, would like to retry.
Never give up!
Sheep scream. There you go. Alright. Alright. Well, I'm gonna just give it a little bit of a time anyways, because it's an ad for Locust. So, octagon between it. Does that just mean like the hallways? Is that what they mean? Locust is back.
Crap!
Alright. I literally clicked on everywhere in this. I've clicked like in between the houses. Like, I've clicked there. Top of the hexagon, perhaps. I did click there.
Here!
What? I clicked there before, though.
You're talking about the secret room surrounded by concrete in the depths of the final dead room.
I clicked there, though.
Why is that place the octagon?
You know how the four-sided strawberry house is on top of the six-sided grape house? If you cut a four-sided shape out of a six-sided one, you get 8 edges. It becomes an 8-sided shape.
Oh. Yeah, that makes sense. Must have missed the hitbox? Yeah, maybe.
That's basically the gist of it. The true identity of the octagon is that secret room in the depths of the final dead room. In actuality, that place contained various weapons.
Then this
See why I hate
weapon
this
was
tower?
there too?
Fair enough.
That's a little different. I learned the true identity of the ultimate weapon at the octagon.
Learned?
The true identity of the ultimate weapon is the Funhouse. Which means the killer used the building structure as their weapon and killed Nekomaru.
Hey, another flood from Bubs. Thank you very much.
Like me, the killer probably realized the secret of the Funhouse from the scenery,
10 hydrates for Bubs. Thank you kindly, good man.
and then thought of a way to kill making use of the building structure.
The funhouse itself is the weapon. So they killed using the building structure?
That's why the killer tried to keep us from learning the mystery of the building.
It's a famous monster house from movie Monster House. I love Monster House. That was a great movie. Also another hydrate. Thank you, Lucas.
More importantly, using the building itself as a weapon? Such a spectacular crime. It truly deserves to be called the ultimate weapon.
The Funhouse, the true identity of the ultimate weapon? What does this mean? How did the killer use that to murder Nekomaru? And who is the killer who did that? Class trial suspended.
Why, hello there! I thought of a new bad word to call Monami. What? I can already tell I won't be pleased by this. Then let me say it right away. I'm already used to insult and slander. There's no way I'll get hurt by a mere word. Monami is a serious Stefatli. That's much more straightforward than I expected. Stefatli, huh? Tisk, tisk, tisk. That's not it. That's not it at all. Stupid, fat, and ugly. The perfect jet stream attack incorporating all three of these would be... ta-da! Stefatli. What? There's a fat hidden in there?
Okay, everyone, all together now. Monami is a serious Stufatly.
Pause right now. What's your thoughts? Sorry, that seems kind of bossy, but I'm desperately curious. I mean, I figured out how the place works, but I still don't really have any sweet clue who the killer is. I'm still thinking Gundam has played some role in it, just because he shouldn't have been able to hear that alarm. Because thinking about it, Shiaki and Sonya in Grape House didn't hear any ringing going off, and they were in the deluxe rooms. Those were the ones that had the insulation where you wouldn't hear anything happen outside. So Gundam is the only one who was in a super insulated room who apparently was able to hear a noise from outside. So I'm thinking Gundam must have been outside of his room when that alarm went off. In which case, he could have been doing some kind of setup for something. But then also there's the case of like... what am I saying? About the murder weapon. Is it still the pillar? I'm wondering if the wire was almost like a trap of some sort for Nekomaru. Like... Think. Yeah, the wire. If you knew the building was going to move, all you really would have needed to do is like hit Nekomaru's sleep switch, put a wire around his neck, and then when the elevator moved, his head would have been torn off. They could have done that. Or like strangled him in some way. For sure, pretty interesting. You can continue whenever. Wonderful. Oh, a hydrate for being so brave. Save your current progress? Sure. Resume. All rise. Oh, it's Monami.
Hello. I hope your day is well. I'm trying to force myself to be more energetic, or else my mental state won't be able to keep up.
Fair enough.
My heart's thumping
Squats
like
for the bubble.
crazy. I might as well have a laid back silhouette
1,
and go. Yeehaw!
2, 3, 4, 5. I'm doing squats.
Be careful that your batteries don't run out.
6,
For various reasons. And just like I say each time,
7,
don't forget to save frequently.
8. Breaking the fourth wall now, Monami. 9. 10. 10 streams. I missed watching you for them earlier when I redeemed it, so you get to suffer again. Hey, a little bit of extra exercise ain't nothing suffering about it.
I never expected the Funhouse itself to be the ultimate weapon.
Some water for my favorite plant streamer. I am very often called a plant.
Oh well, let's just press on ahead.
That's dismissive of you.
Is it really alright to accept the situation so easily?
I mean, that's not what's important. The thing that's really important is the killer who used the building structure. Like, who's Nekomaru's murderer?
But is it really okay to believe the building is the weapon? Nagito said it, you know.
We love the Drownkeeper in water, lol. Yeah, that's why the flood became a redeem. Because people would just spam hydrate so much. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna give you guys a command. Just instantly redeem 10 hydrates in one setting.
There's no way I'd lie at such an important moment. I don't want to die either.
What happened to the bastard who kept saying how much they didn't mind dying?
He's right. There was a time when I thought I could become a stepping stone to the hopes.
And we love it.
I will sincerely retract that remark.
Hey, he has self-worth now. Great job, Nagito.
Retract?
I'm disappointed too, you know. If this was a murder for the sake of hope, I'd happily sacrifice myself.
You say such falsehoods, per usual.
Okay, but with Hydrate, when you space it out, it totals out to more water drank. Yes, but Hydrate is still spammable. It's just a little way of, just like, I think Flood can be redeemed every, like, 20 minutes. Just like a way of, like, not having to click as much for you guys. Or maybe people can each individually redeem the Flood. I forget how I have it set up. Yeah, you know, you can spam, like, just 5 regular Hydrates as well. Like, there's nothing stopping you from doing that.
There is no such thing as murder for the sake of hope. Murder is simply murder. Forcibly sacrificing others for one's own desires. Even one as diabolical as I would avoid such actions.
So is that a stock? Okay, so it can only be redeemed, like, once by anybody in a set amount of time. But Hydrates are still eternally spammable.
I see.
It's fine. Let's just leave him alone and find out who killed Coach Nekomaru as fast as we can. Just so you know, it's not like I'm getting hungry or anything, you know.
Akane! You're drooling waterfalls?
Nagito, as usual, I can't tell what he's thinking. I have no idea if he's serious or not.
Anyway, if the killer used the building's structure, why don't we think about how they used it?
How they killed Nekomaru.
It might be better if we clarify the cause of death first, don't you think?
Nekomaru's cause of death, huh? He was horribly damaged if he was beaten senseless with a blunt object. If he was beaten with a blunt object, it wouldn't be kill that utilized the building structure. So what was Nekomaru's cause of death that was utilized the building structure? Could he have been falling?
I see. That's it. I think he might have died from falling.
Died from falling?
If the Funhouse's secret is that it's a structure where both towers and houses are vertically connected, then the killer made use of its height and caused Nekomaru to die from falling.
Are you saying they pushed him off? Where'd they push him off from?
Fall damage.
I don't know yet.
Don't just make things up when you don't know the method. Where in that building would you even be able to push someone off in the first place?
It might be possible in the tower. You could push him off the 4th floor when the elevator is on the 1st floor.
Did you forget how the elevator functions? When it's on the 1st floor, the door on the 4th floor won't open.
Saying he died from falling is truly incorrect. You should burn in the flames of hell.
But my gut is going crazy right now.
If Nekomaru died from falling, where did the killer shove Nekomaru from? We want to reach the truth behind this incident. I need to solve the mystery next. Do you have a logic dive or an argument? Okay, it's an argument. Make your argument. I'm gonna go with the good night button for now.
When the elevator is on the 1st floor, you can't go through the door on the 4th floor.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Then, how about this? After locking Nekomaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor and made use of the drop.
Hold on. Did you forget the elevator has a sensor? As long as there's a moving object inside.
Hold it. Good night button. There we go.
That sensor sensor should only work if something is moving. If Nekomaru wasn't moving inside, the elevator sensor wouldn't have detected anything.
Could it be his sleep mode?
When Nekomaru's goodnight button is pressed, all of his functions shut down, and he enters sleep mode. If he's in sleep mode, the elevator sensor wouldn't have noticed him, right?
I see. So that's how...
However, even if they moved the elevator in that manner, Nekomaru would have just moved along with it. There would have been no drop for him to fall and die from. Yes?
That's what I was about to explain before Kazuichi interrupted me.
Silence, pest!
What?
You're calling me a pest?
Way to create the drop inside the elevator while Nekomaru was still in it. She actually have an idea, but what way could that be? It could be the wire, right? Where's the wire at? There's the wire.
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
That arrangement is...
The hammer is suspicious.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
Hold up. There we go.
Agree with that.
They tied him to the doorknob on the second floor.
Didn't the doorknob have scrape marks on it? That might have been where it got scraped by the wire.
Is that the same wire that was tied around Nekomaru?
The tip of that wire was tied into a loop.
You are a pest.
If the elevator moved while that loop part hung from the doorknob,
If they did something like that, he would have been suspended in midair.
That's right. He was suspended in midair.
Oh, that would work. Because the grape door is on the Strawberry House side. So if they had him tied to that door, he would have been dragged to that side of the room. He would have fallen onto the pillar, knocked it down, and then hit the ground. So that's why there was blood on the pillar. Alright, now that makes sense.
The killer tied up Nekomaru with the wire while he was in sleep mode. Tied the tip of the wire into a knot and hung it on the doorknob to the 4th floor. With that, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor of Grape Tower. And suspended Nekomaru in midair.
That's right! He was so well hung! Kinda like...
You better not finish that sentence!
Thank you, Monami. Keeping it PG.
the killer took advantage of the elevator's unique feature. Only the floor moves. By doing that, they created a drop so Nekomaru could fall to his death.
Too easy.
Soda!
So what if they created a drop? There's no way you can make him fall and die with just that. What? If Nekomaru is suspended in midair like that, then how do you get him to fall? Because if he's suspended in midair, he won't die if he doesn't actually fall.
He broke the handle after it took so much of his weight. Shut the fuck up, Bear. Let this Bear's punishing go. Rebuttal showdown. Now let's take out the broken
Even
doorknob.
if they suspended Nekomaru, how would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push. There's no way they could do that.
Advance.
It doesn't mean someone had to push him off. It's possible that he fell on his own.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right? If he was sleeping, there's no way he could do that to him. Now's the time, but in that case, you still won't be able to explain that moving the elevator with Nekomaru inside is just impossible. End of story.
Hold on. I guess Kazuichi thing figured out how the killer dropped Nekomaru. Alright, if you use that evidence, it should be able to break through Kazuichi's remarks, too.
Nekomaru fell on his own?
Fuck. The hell are you even saying? I'm not the type of coward to get thrown off by a messed up remark like that.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right? If he was sleeping, there's no way he could do that to himself. But in that case, you still won't be able to explain the drop. Moving the elevator with Nekomaru in is just impossible. End of story.
The alarm timer. Hold on. Yeah.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right?
The alarm timer.
Cut through those words.
The alarm timer went off.
What do you think would happen if Nekomaru woke up while he was suspended upside down in midair?
What are you saying? Like, how would he even wake up?
He has an alarm inside his body. As long as it was armed, it would have deactivated his sleep mode. Which means the killer set the alarm before they suspended Nekomaru.
You woke up from an alarm and realized you were hanging upside down and had no clue why.
Probably panic.
If something like that happened to you, you would start panicking a lot, right? Instinctively, your body would start moving. Nekomaru probably did exactly that.
And then, in order to make it fall from the force he was generating, the wire was hung on the tip of the doorknob so it would easily slip off. In actuality, the scrape marks caused by the wire were near the tip of the doorknob, right?
But Nekomaru didn't fall because the wire came off, right?
He fell because the entire doorknob came off.
When Nekomaru awoke, he must have struggled much more than expected, which caused the doorknob to break off.
Alright. I originally was thinking they somehow, like, I don't know, pulled him upward. Was what I was originally thinking, but this makes more sense.
Was that unexpected for the killer too?
Well, that's probably it. If they knew it'd leave behind evidence like that, they would have at least tried to do something to cover it up.
The killer didn't expect the doorknob to come off. The reason it even happened was because... In that case, I shall use my full power! With a fierce roar, Nekomaru put all his power into grabbing the doorknob with both hands. But... Clatter, 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 clatter. Not yet. Here it comes. The incredible strength of 1,000,000 horsepower. Wait. Isn't it creaking? If you break off the doorknob, we'll be stuck in here. If that's really what it was. And that's the clue Nekomaru left for us to find.
See. So that's how Nekomaru fell to his death.
Do you finally understand now?
Yeah. It appears it's just as Miss Sonia said. I'm just a pest. No, I'm not just a pest. I'm a total fucking pig.
Well, maybe.
Isn't that right, Miss Sonia? If I'm a fucking pig, you can say so.
My brother in Christ, have some self-respect.
No, I believe you gave your all.
Hey, why aren't you teasing me anymore?
I'm not sure.
He gets off on this.
He probably does.
So thanks to that alarm, Nekomaru ended up falling while he was still hanging upside down. That doesn't mean he just crashed straight into the floor. Of course, you know that too. Right?
Be less weird. Yeah, be the good kind of weird, not whatever type of weird this is. Doesn't mean Nekomaru crashed straight into the floor. When Nekomaru fell to the floor, the only thing I can think of that happened to him was he collided with the pillar.
I see.
Hey, hydrate. Thank you.
When Nekomaru fell to the floor, he ended up colliding with the pillar. Isn't that it?
I will add.
The pillar.
Now we're here. I will add, I am now out of water. I have drank through 2 entire bottles.
So that's how the pillar shattered, and why oil was spilled all over the place.
See, I told you the pillar was the weapon. My gut was totally right.
Well, I think Newton was the weapon, but go off, Queen.
Well, the pillar was a bonus. It's not even clear if the killer intended that, or if it was just a coincidence.
I just hate his character trope, and it makes me dislike him so much. Biased. Fair enough.
At this point, it is quite difficult to find a clue that will lead to the killer.
Then what about the alarm? I'm positive the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m. And if we map it out from there...
Hold on, baby gangsta.
I love that she calls him Baby Gangsta.
Stop calling calling me baby gangsta.
What'd you just say? Did you say the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.?
You didn't check it yourself? Nekomaru's alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nah, that's impossible. Because even though I slept in a little, I still got to the tower at 7 in the morning.
Now that you mention it, so did I.
Unless all the other clocks were changed.
There was no way I could be late for Monokuma Tai Chi, so I left for Grape Tower before 7 a.m.
And if we found Nekomaru's body there, it would have been before the 7:30 a.m. alarm went off.
It appears yet another contradiction has been birthed. How were you able to discover Nekomaru died at 7:30 a.m. when you went to the tower at 7?
That's what I want to know!
Another mystery I don't understand. Seriously, it's just one after another. But I can't choke up at a time like this. A little more and I'll be able to reach the truth. There should definitely be a clue to breaking through this contradiction.